The amount of things I see on social media about booty, I don't know if it's my algorithm.
It sounds like it's a you problem.
Yeah, we should probably talk. Like, what
send it
does
to
your
me.
algorithm really say about you?
People send it to me. I send it to other people. So I just hilarious. But yeah, it's like more people are very outspoken about what they.
And we're back.
Pew, pew, pew.
Pew, 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 pew. Never too shy. And we have a very special guest. She's back again. Not for her first time, not for her second time. Oh God, I broke a nail. I might as well just get that out over with. Because I did this and I was like, damn, I showed it. But for her fourth time.
Wow.
I know. Give it up for Fiama. Boo, 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 boo. The crowd goes wild. She's back. Very, very long overdue. We haven't had her back since our wall's been white. So the fact that she's back with a black wall tells us it's been way too long.
She blends in.
How are you doing, Fifi?
I'm doing great. Thank you. I think the last time I was back, it was actually summer too.
Yeah, it was our first season or our first rebrand.
Yeah,
when we
here.
came back with the rebrand. It was here. Yeah, you were in the center. We talked about like societal expectations, weight, how we feel with our body, insecurities. So I love that today's episode, we are kind of coming back, but thinking about the other side. Not your insecurities, but like what makes you feel your best. Not necessarily what the world could see, but when do you know you're your best? What do you feel? For those of you watching, I am Tati. This is Fiama. She's one of my best friends. She's my best friend. We've been rocking together since college, and she's a fan favorite. All our thousands of fans love Fiamma. And producer Marco is here.
Hi, guys.
Why are you laughing?
Because I made a face and I'm laughing at the face
I love
that
that.
I just made.
Yeah, the faces are great, especially when you get your own camera and you get to look. It's wonderful. So, Fee, you know the drill. You're an expert at this. We're going to say it with our chest today. I could go first, and then Fiamma, and then Marco, you already know the drill.
Yeah, I'm at
You-
the end.
You close it with your chest. Why do you say it like that? I'm at the end.
Because you guys always put me at the back of the
You
bus.
want to go first?
Do you want to go first?
No, I think what we're talking about, I don't have anything to say, so
Okay.
I'll close it.
Wow, you have no opinions on women? That's crazy.
I don't want to have an opinion on things that don't affect me, so.
Does it not affect you?
What?
Because you have a wife, you have a daughter. Wouldn't you want to know when they feel their best? Do you know when your wife feels her best?
I was saying, like, how you two feel your best, because
Oh.
those are the people who have the
Okay,
microphones.
well, I want you to think about what I asked you, and you could talk
Do I
about
know
it
when
at the
my
end.
wife feels her best?
Yeah.
Yes, but I'm not going to say on air, so.
No, you don't have to, but
Yeah.
you could tell.
Yeah, I can tell.
Okay, so I think that's my say with your chest. I think it's not about other people acknowledging you are your best. It's about you genuinely feeling it, but it is a nice plus if people could see it.
Yeah.
Because I do think that when somebody genuinely feels good about themselves, they radiate that energy. And I think it could be contagious. So I'm going to say, if you feel yourself, radiate the energy, allow yourself to get all the love and positivity that the world gives you. That's my say it with my chest. It's okay to feel your best and let people know that. Why not?
Why not?
What about you, Fifi?
Confidence is your best accessory. That's my one.
I love that. So what makes you feel confident?
When I take care of myself, when I feel and look great.
Yeah. Are you a person that, and I think I know the answer, but I want to ask, are you a person that you feel like you get a confidence boost when other people like compliment you about something?
No.
No, right? You care less. Yeah.
Yeah, like sometimes, because I can't say like it doesn't feel good. Yes.
Yeah.
Like obviously it's great to get compliments, but like there's been times where people compliment me and then inside I may not feel my best, so it doesn't really, like it has no effect. So it's more about how I view myself.
So other people can't dictate or like
No.
sway or change how you're feeling?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I would say, like, I don't want to say I'm the complete opposite, because like if I'm really feeling myself on something and people are not hyping me up, I'm still gonna feel hyped up. But if I'm feeling myself and then you hype me up, like, I'm not gonna lie, my confidence goes up a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the Leo in me, the only child in me, but I do like that. I think that is a boost. I think I feel the most confident when I complete things I say I'm gonna do. Like when I follow through with my word. I just feel confident as a person, as a woman. And that honestly has nothing to do with looks. I just feel like a badass. Like, bet, put your money on me. Let's go.
Yeah.
And I like that about myself. I think I am a very reliable person. And to me, that's when I feel my best.
Yeah.
When I'm able to back up what I say in all situations of life, but be able to be like, man, I can do that because I have proof.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did you grow up on praise?
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's why, because maybe that's why, but at least for me, I didn't grow up on praise. So there are certain things that I do that in my brain are automatic things that you're supposed to do. So when people praise me about them, it doesn't mean anything, because in my brain it's like, but you're supposed to do this.
Yeah.
So that's why I am the way I am about a lot of things.
That makes
because
sense.
I grew up with a certain set of, like, this is what you're supposed to do for either yourself or in general.
That reminds me of two things. One, that like podcast where they're like, is this the bare minimum or is this princess treatment? So like, in your opinion, it's like praising people is almost like the bare minimum. Like, you should encourage people. You should do that. It's not anything outlandish that you're like, oh my God, you see me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I try to do my best to, like, obviously encourage people, but sometimes, yeah, in my brain, it's like, well, you're supposed to do this. So sometimes it just has to feel like authentic when I'm clapping for somebody too, because there's things that, and it's not about me, because what I can consider like bare minimum may be like a big step for somebody else.
Right.
So I try to like acknowledge that for other people, but when it comes to me, like my bar is pretty, could be a bad thing and a good thing, I don't know yet, but the bar is pretty, it's up there.
That reminds me of the second thing is, people say that your love language as an adult is what you didn't receive as a child. But I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that either.
I've never agreed with that, just because like I feel like my love language is quality time, and I grew up with quality time. So for
Yeah.
me, it's like, I got it, let me give it.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I love to do. So you agree with me on that?
I agree, because like a lot of the things that I like now also don't correlate with how I grew up. Like my mom used to love giving us little gifts. So it's not that I was lacking that as a child.
That's your thing.
Yeah.
And you love gifts.
Yes, and she would like, my mom is super, super thoughtful and detailed. So for me, my love language, I love when people do things for me that I don't have to ask for. Because if you ask me for them, a lot of the times I won't tell you, like I'll say no, like, or I'm fine. But it's like when people go out of their way and just do it, that is what really like gets me. And few people know how to do that, because most of the time, if you leave it up to me, it's gonna be like a no, I don't need it, or I'm okay.
And that's kind of acts of service too.
Yeah, it kind of goes hand in
It
hand.
goes hand in hand, your gift giving and acts of service. What about you, Marco? What's your love language?
I think my love language is acts of service, definitely, because I'm just so busy, like, doing things. Like I always say, like, if you want to put me in a good mood, have me come home to a clean house. Like, if it's a clean house, I'm in the best mood ever. Because to me, it's always just been like acts of service and things like that. Because quality time, I feel like the little time I spend with the people I care about is quality time. And like, obviously, yes, you'd want more, but life sucks, whatever. And then physical touch, you know, it's cool, but sometimes you just kind of want to chill on your own, like do your own thing, decompress for like 30, 45 minutes, things like that. So, you know, I think it's definitely acts of service.
Yeah.
Do you think you feel your best self when you get your love language? Like, do you think there's a correlation? In my opinion, now that we're talking about it, I think there is. I think for me, Like if I'm able to spend quality time with the people who are important to me that I want to spend quality time with, I feel like naturally that makes me just feel better in general. And but again, this could also be because I'm a not an introvert, I'm an extrovert. But I have started to have introverted qualities as I gotten older, but I'm 100% extrovert by heart, right? So I think for me, I'm also a vibe person. So like if I'm in a space with people I care about, we spend time together, naturally I think I feel good.
I mean, I guess so. I would say for me, obviously I'd love to come home and have acts of service done, but I think that also makes me feel good, but also like closing on a $5 million deal also makes me feel good. So
Okay, nightclub owner.
like I think really it depends on because like my escape or my place where I want to go whenever like I'm stressed out or like if I want to have a moment to myself is I love the movies. Like cold dark room where I don't have to talk to anyone. Perfect for me. It's amazing because I'm literally on the phone.
Everything Margaret said, yeah.
Is that you too? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where I think we've talked about it, like the black cat golden retriever energy.
Kind
And
of.
we're kind of
Very
dressed.
black cat.
We're
As you're
kind
black.
of dressed like it right now. What about you, Fee? What do you think?
I don't think so because like I feel equally as good doing things for other people in a sense of like if we're talking like love language wise. So I wouldn't necessarily say like if I didn't come home to a gift, my day would be any worse or any better. Obviously, I think like if you come home to something that you appreciate, it's like the cherry on top. Or if you've had like a really bad day, that could definitely turn your day around because those things should be acknowledged, little or small, small or big. But I think it's more about me in that particular case scenario. It's more about like what if, similar to you, did I accomplish everything that I wanted to accomplish today? How did my day go? Did I set time aside for me?
And what does that look like? Like, what does setting time aside for you look like to feel good,
Like,
to feel your best, to
if I'm-
feel beautiful?
If it's like a day of the week, like a work day, it means not just, hopefully my day didn't just consist of me going to work. It consists of like, did I work out or did I go on a walk? Did I take care of myself in any way, shape, or form? Like, did I do something for me, like personally for the individual self? Like, that could be like little things. Like, did I read today? Because sometimes, like, depends on your energy levels. But it's like, it could be as little as like, I want to take a bath, like a long bath. Or I want to read like 3 chapters of a book. Or I just want to like prepare a good meal for myself because I want a little, I want like a little extra love today. Maybe like eating a good meal will make me feel better. Could be like things like that. So mostly my day would be like me going to the gym, having that personal me time, coming home, feeling like everything went well, hopefully, but I got everything checked off my list.
That's
I
where I
feel.
think you and I agree.
Yeah.
Like, I think that is where we're very similar. I've learned that, like, I love a routine now. I love a checklist, a to-do list, but like crossing it off. And I feel really good when I accomplish what I want to accomplish within the day, because I recently, like, I created a whole calendar for myself for June.
all.
And it's very detailed, color-coded, like, I'm not fucking around. Like, it's motherfucking go time. And I'm not going to lie, it's been 2 weeks in, and I've done every single thing that I said I would do each day, if not more. But it's not even like a cocky thing. It's like I'm doing it for myself, because the one important thing that I've never really took serious is like focusing on my health and, being active, working out. And like, it really is an energy booster. And I think it sucks while you're doing it. Like, it's hard and it's painful for me because like I'm not a weightlifting girl. But like, knowing as many times as I swore I got through all the sets after, I feel really good. And like, I feel like I look like shit, but I feel great. And I think that's the one thing I'm not doing to necessarily show other people. Like, I'm doing it for me. right? Because like I'm not over here like yeah, yeah. I'm not over here, and let's be honest, like I'm not over here thinking like, oh, I'm gonna have an invisible waist in 3 weeks. Like, no, right? I'm not expecting to physically look like a whole different person, but I do, like, little by little, like I'm feeling really good. And again, it's a nice mix in like a chaotic time in my life because I have so many other things I have to checklist. That's like the moment for me.
Yeah.
And it's also like the moment where you're like, nah, you're doing something you never thought you would actually take serious. And that makes me feel like I'm starting
You're
to be my
accomplishing.
best self.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. Because I love control. Things I could control. I like knowing the way things are going to work out. And this is, for me, this is not it. I'm not comfortable working out yet necessarily, but I'm comfortable with being uncomfortable in the process.
You're working towards a new goal. It's like a new challenge.
Yeah, and honestly, like I said in the last episode, I don't necessarily have a specific goal. I'm not like, this is my ideal weight. No, it has nothing to do with that. I just know by the end of summer, I'm going to feel better. I'm going to have a lot of things done that I could like actually like, one, feel, not necessarily show, but there will be some things I could show too, because this is helping me like get in the right headspace.
I have two things. I feel like you are in something similar happened with you. Like, remember when I went back to school and it was so hard and I had no time for everything. And it was just like, it was miserable. I cry like every day. And that is the time where I learned I needed to stay on track and on schedule, and I needed to have a list. One, because I kept forgetting stuff.
Yeah,
but two, because like otherwise I couldn't stay on track and like be efficient. So that time in my life taught me that I wasn't missing out on anything on the outside except for like maybe time with people that I wanted to spend time with.
Yep.
But that eventually comes, just part of the sacrifice. So I feel like that's why your qualities have changed, because you're learning to adapt because of how much you have on your plate, which makes complete sense because you're doing it well. So I would say, like, if one wants to be successful, then one has to do what needs to be done.
Make it happen. Yeah.
And then the other thing is, the other day I was watching the episode and you were like, oh, when I'm done, that's when I'm gonna do X, Y, or Z.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, respectfully, but it's like sometimes, because I've done the same thing, and it's like life really doesn't slow down. Things don't just stop. And sometimes we say to ourselves, when this is over, this is when I'm gonna start. When in reality, you can start it at any time.
Yep.
And so I'm really proud that you just got you just got right to it, and you're doing it. And they're like, as little as it may seem, it's still like a big deal.
That's true. And I actually didn't think about that because I've repeated that multiple times. Like, when I'm done, like, then I'm going to work on being a good person. Then I'm going to work on this. But it's like baby steps. I think this will only make me better when I'm done. So it's kind of like, well, shit, what's next? Like, let's keep going, right?
Yeah.
But another thing I kind of want to piggyback off of what you said when you talked about when you were going through this with school and stuff. You didn't necessarily say, I need this, I need that, I need whatever. But I think people close to you kind of knew, like, give you your space, but check in. And it just so happens that our check-ins were actually really important, because there were days that you were like, oh my God, this is frustrating.
Yeah.
But then you would share ideas you had, like, oh, I'm thinking about this. So I think I feel really blessed that the people in my space, and I think that's another thing, I'm very picky with who I let in my space with certain information and just things about myself, with the exception of the podcast talking for everybody watching, all 148 people. But I think just not sharing everything with everybody makes the little things more special, and the small wins. And I think I'm learning to love the small wins and share any guidance or help I need, or just like, I'm feeling this with my closest people, because those are the people that are going to, one, tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And two, you don't know what they could do to help you. Like maybe I'm not even asking you for help, I'm venting, but like you're a resource for something. Like, oh my God, here, I have this book. You should actually read this book. Like I was talking about working out and this, and Jackie's like, I got you. And now she's like giving me like personal training, like one-on-one. Never asked for it, but she's like, no, we're going to do it because we're going to make sure you're consistent. And just like
She's
you,
such an angel.
yeah, or like you and Alexa, like when I joke and I was like, who wants to come over and help me code data? Like, you know, they're like, yeah, that's fine. Like, we could do that. And I was joking, but then when I saw they were
You were serious?
no, when they sounded like they were down, I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I'm going to do this, right? Because it's like mixing two things. Like, yes, I'm busy. Yes, I have a lot to do. But if people love you, they'll like sit through it with you just to have that quality time. Well, at least because that's my love language, like quality time. So I think that's something that I want to continue to build on, right? It's just like, again, not asking for help, but not being afraid to share the little wins and just see what other people do to help you grow, to push you, to motivate you. Because everybody serves a role in your life in a different way.
Yeah.
And I think that's so
I've had
important.
a lot of those moments this year. I feel like that, where I felt like I haven't been aware of what I needed because my mind has been busy and just very like focused on one particular task, or maybe not just one particular task, because it's been more than one thing. But I know that deep inside I don't have the capability to give everybody what they need, because I have personal things happening that need a lot more of me. But I think this year I've had a lot of moments where I've received help without asking, or just gestures that have made me really soft inside once it's happening. And then that's the moment where I'm like, oh my God, like I actually really needed this. And it's just made me, I don't know, it's like made me recognize that I don't ask for help, that I don't like asking for help, but that I really appreciate when somebody just, I don't know, just
sees you, understands without. It's kind of like what's understood doesn't need to be spoken. What is that phrase? Is that what it is?
Yeah. What's exactly what's understood does not to be spoken. Correct.
Yeah. I have one coworker, and like she's been taking a lot of she's been taking care of me, and at first it was like kind of strange because I haven't that's not something that I'm familiar with, and then. So it feels very unfamiliar to my body, so I don't really know how to show too much affection, or I'm very cautious. I'm like a little cat, just slowly, because I don't know how to, I don't know how to process it.
Yeah.
But as time's been going by, I've just kind of leaned more into it.
Embrace it.
Yeah, and I'm like, this feels really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so little things.
I think you described it best, like that black cat, and then you have the golden retriever that's like, company, people, yes, right?
Let's do it.
But I think like I'm almost the opposite. Like I've always been like golden retriever, welcoming, yes, new people, let's get to know each other. What do you need? Like, let's collab, let's this. And I think now I'm still like, I'm the yellow cat now.
Your essence is still the same.
My essence is the same, but I'm more cautious, and I'm actually embracing keeping things to myself now. And like certain things, like, they're understood and not spoken, but like I don't want you to understand me right now. Like right now I'm figuring me out where I don't need to let the cat out of the bag for everything. Not everybody needs to know this. Not everybody needs to have access to me. Not everybody needs to influence my thinking or my next move, or, you know, what I want to do, where I want to do it. Like, I think I was always so like, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Instead of just like, this is what God is telling me. This is what my heart's telling me. And I'm going to hold on to it. And I'm not ready to share, or I'm not going to share yet. I'm going to just pop out and you'll know when you know, you know? And I think I'm embracing that more. I don't know what you would call that, but I'm embracing it.
It's your you era. Maybe.
Is it? I don't know. I think I've always had a you era. Like I've always been.
Maybe it's like your instinct.
Yeah, maybe it's instinct, and it could be for different reasons. But I do think it's like being more in tune with my instincts. and just being smarter with how I move. And then again, that also makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Like it makes me feel like I have trust in myself. Like I don't need to trust other people and worry about getting betrayed by somebody, or do they have the best expectations? I have the best expectations for myself. I know what's best for myself. I know what feels good. I know what feels right. So I'm doing whatever I have to do to like listen to that voice and like kind of drown out the noise outside. I don't know what this has to do with what we were talking about, but I feel it.
Yeah.
Feel it coming?
It's
Yeah.
like making decisions, like things that make you
Yeah.
feel good.
I mean, we're talking about like, when do you feel your best that people can't physically see? And I think it takes a lot of internal work. It's more what's on the inside than on the outside. Like, I could 100% have my hair done and have a beat face. And yeah, I'm going to feel good. I look good. But my mind could be racing. I could be heartbroken. I could be upset. I could be angry. I could be disappointed. That's not me feeling the best. I could look bomb. .com. But that doesn't necessarily mean I feel it in my heart.
Yeah.
And I think your best self is when I always say your mind and your heart are in unison, like they're in harmony. And that's rare, I think, for people to have that feeling, at
Or
least
have it
often.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
sometimes we're just like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how do you, like, with your schedule and everything that you have going on, how do you find time to do, like, self-care?
In
Or
between
why do you do-
small, I think it's any self-care I do is at night, because that's just how my schedule is. But it's three things. Like literally it's three things. I love TV. Like I don't
Reality
watch
TV?
a lot of it.
Reality
But
TV?
like I give myself 1 to 2 hours to decompress with TV. And there's different types of TV. There's reality TV.
Yeah.
I love my Kardashians. I love Love and Hip Hop. I love Teen Mom. Like it goes.
Love Island.
No, I've never been into Love Island.
No?
Actually, no. I mean, I did Love Is Blind, sure, but like it's a weird spectrum. I could go from 0 to 100 on anything. I love General Hospital. That's like number one. I love my soap operas. Like love them. And then
Okay.
I love like the Tyler Perry soap operas, like all the Queen's Men, Sisters, like
Damn.
the juicy ones like that. Like for me, it's just a time to get away from my life and just physically sit on the couch and just relax like that. And then just allow myself to just turn off and just enjoy. And also I think I correlate that with like quality time with like my mom or if my dad's not working. So me, it's like just spending time with her. Just feels good.
Your mom's.
Yeah, for sure. Reading. My problem is, so I got a book, one, to read for fun. Because I'm like, I read all the time, either to teach, for lesson planning, for my PhD, for my dissertation. Like, so I'm like, no, I found this book. I'm going to read it for fun. I'm not going to make it relevant to anything else in my life, just for me. I liked the book. I really enjoyed the book. I messaged the author. The author came into my job and did like a book talk, an author thing. So I made it a part of my professional life, even
Like you
though
do
it
all
wasn't
the time?
meant to be. But I enjoyed reading it so much, and that like calmed me. So I think reading about things that speak to me as a woman in different ways, I really enjoy. And then last, I love my bubble baths. Like I love my bubble baths and just literally just tuning off. I watch a podcast or something while I'm in the bubble bath. Those are my three things for sure.
I'm jealous. I can never fit in a tub. So
You got to get a special one made.
I haven't never had a bubble bath.
In your life?
I mean, maybe when I was like 10, but like being.
Is that when you started growing?
No, I was actually short until about 14.
So like that was probably the last time you had a bubble bath?
I don't remember.
So you haven't had a bubble bath in like 17
And
years.
and over 20 years.
That is so sad.
I know. I feel your pain. You feel my pain?
So fun fact, it's not even fun. When I had COVID years ago, like I was completely, my COVID story's fucked up. Like she knows. I had COVID for like 3 months, but
my
this is
God.
before they knew anything.
You were in patient zero?
Pretty much, yeah. So I was in my basement, like away from the world for 3 months, and it was in the summer. And in my basement, I have a shower. I have everything in the basement. So I was away from family, everybody. So finally, when I was no longer positive and I was negative and I was able to go upstairs, I cried when I took my first bath. I cried because I missed them so much.
Really?
Yes, like I genuinely cried because I was so happy. And I guess that's another reason why I like baths, or I guess showers in general. Because like I don't like to cry in front of people, or like because then like because once I cry, it doesn't end. Then it gets more and more and more. So like I like to like let out my stressful cries, my happy cries, impatient cries in the shower or in the bathtub because nobody can see me. Because I'm the type of person, like, if I cry and you're comforting me, I'll cry more.
Yeah.
Your mocos will come out and everything?
Yeah, and I have an ugly cry face, like the Kim K
Damn,
one.
you got the Kim K face?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I don't.
So yeah, that's my version of self-care. But also, like, just not forgetting the things that make me happy outside of that. Like reminding myself, like I love teaching. I love lesson planning. Like I love doing that. That feels like self-care because I actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I know that's different, but it makes me feel good too. Yeah.
Okay.
Well then.
So we're going to move into a segment of like a this or that. So Marco has some options. We don't know what he's going to ask us, but they're all around like making decisions, feeling good, doing what's best for you. And they're like, we have to pick an option, this or that. And then we could talk about what our options are and why and go around them. So we're ready when you're ready.
Give me 1 sec. 'Cause
Okay.
my phone's about to die, so I'm going to email it to myself.
Trash.
I literally am on 3%.
Trash. Don't you like...
And I need my phone to get into my car.
You need your phone to get into your car?
Yeah. That's,
You don't carry around a charger with you?
Yeah.
I usually do, but
Especially because you're always on the go.
I know I usually do, but I gave it to someone who won't be named, who happens to be my wife, and she did not give it back to me. So I do not have a charger right now.
That's kind of hilarious.
And I have a portable charger as well, and I also gave it to someone who will not be named, who happens to be my wife.
Lucy.
and I was not giving it back.
Oh my God! Wait till your kids are old enough to drive.
I don't want to. Why? Why are
Then
you giving
you're
me this
not
trauma?
gonna have any. Like you're not gonna have this. You're not gonna have that.
So-
Mateo's gonna be here. Madeline's gonna be here.
So I'm getting a new car. Yeah. So
A Tesla or a different car?
No, I'm getting a G-Wagon. So
Of course you are.
it's my electric G-Wagon. It's always what I wanted.
Of course you
I
are.
love that
And
car.
so Lucy takes my car to Pilates in the morning. And so I'm
Yeah.
like, nope, I ain't taking this one, baby girl. Sorry.
Why not? You're sleeping. How would you know?
There's the keys and there's a safe with a code.
Your wife doesn't have.
No. Those
Your
are,
wife doesn't
Those
have
are
the
where the
code to your
pew-pews
safe?
are. No. Those are where the guns are.
And she can't.
Women are mentally unstable sometimes, and so like we don't really want to have,
I completely
we don't
disagree
really
with this.
we don't really want to have emotional swings where there's firearms available. Yeah, it's a real thing, bro.
Okay. Did you know
Yeah.
that you? Oh wait, actually, if you're gonna, you get 3 seconds. If you're gonna stab somebody, how do you do it? Go. 1, 2, 3. Go. You're gonna stab them. Do it. Okay.
wouldn't
If you're
stab
gonna stab
anybody.
somebody, how would you do it? 1, 2, 3. Go.
Up.
So there is I don't know what it is, but like cops or detectives say they could tell who stabbed the person based on how it was done. So like this versus
This is very Michael Myers.
That is
Yeah.
not realistic.
Okay, I don't know, but I heard this that like women would stab like this
Yeah.
and men would stab like this.
Yes.
Yeah, women would stab like this and men would stab
And you
like
know,
this.
and you know what's easier to stop? The one that goes like this, because you have more surface area to stop you. These are the little things you need to know. But anyway, back to that.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, no, my vehicle is going to be mine, and no more chargers taken out of it or anything else. But
We'll check back.
Okay.
yeah, so
So just Lucy gonna be kicking it in her van.
in the minivan, she can take her sister's car. It's okay. She
Okay.
can take her sister's 2010 Honda, no Kia, whatever the fuck it is. But
Before you go into that, actually, when do you feel your best self? What do you? I know you said the movie, like you like the movies, you like getting things done, but like, what do you actually do for you?
nothing.
Nothing at all.
No, too many people depend on me. I don't have time to do things.
But what
for myself.
about like music? Do you listen to music?
I prefer to drive without music.
You're so depressing.
I'm not depressing. It's just like I don't like this. I've said many times. This is the most thing I do for myself.
What about like ventures? Maybe you look for new projects to complete. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you want to categorize my career as myself, like right now as you were talking, I was just looking at 3 properties. I'm interested
Wow,
in
thanks for not paying attention to me.
I was paying attention to you, but I'm also multitasking.
I know, I'm kidding.
But yeah, like that, like this new venture I opened up, which I already hate.
Do you have this or that on your phone? So
It's right here. I'm waiting for you.
We're ready.
We're
I'm
ready.
waiting for you guys.
Sorry, women, we get off track. Whatever.
You want to have a code to if your dad had a bunch of guns, you want to have a code to it?
I do. Not my mom, though. So
What the fuck are we talking about?
No, I know. I didn't want to say that. Okay. Anyway, this or that, please.
God, safety.
This or that, please.
All right, this or that. Would you rather have a soft life or a structured grind?
I have a structured grind, but I feel like I do live a soft life already, kind of, because I haven't moved out.
Yeah.
I'm still
Your dad doesn't get everything you want, but like if you want something, yeah.
I mean, I work hard for what I
Correct.
do,
Yeah.
but like,
You're also a 30-year-old daddy's girl. It's okay.
I'm older than 30, but thank you.
That's a compliment.
I know. That's hard.
I want a soft life.
I already know Fiamma was going to say soft life.
But it's because like my idea of a soft life, even if I have a soft life, it's not like I'm not gonna do things for.
Yeah,
My soft life has improvement in it. It's not just like lazy, lazy soft
I think
life.
that's my problem. When I hear soft life, like I think of like I'm laying on the couch every day, birds are chirping. What do I want to do today? Like I need to have purpose in my life.
Yeah.
So I guess I would say a soft life as long as I'm doing things purposefully in my life. Okay.
So you want to have a soft life, but also be a boss, basically.
It's not necessarily be a boss. I just want to have purpose and like add value to my life, to people, part of my life, not just take advantage and rely on other people. Like I want to feel safe to take risks and do things with purpose, but like not like have to worry about it, if that makes sense.
Same.
Yeah. Okay.
All
Soft,
right.
please.
Soft.
Soft, please.
Going off of that, this is one that I just pulled out. Would you rather tolerate a busy man or
Yes.
Yeah, I already know.
Don't even say the second one.
or
I already know.
babysit a broke one?
Oh my god.
And this is hold on. This is going based off of your love language, which is quality
Correct.
time.
So, to be very honest, I
Yeah.
think I've never really done well with a busy man because of my love language and quality time, because
Yeah.
I'm kind of needy with my time and I'm busy. So it's kind of like when I'm free, you need to make yourself free.
Damn.
That's how I feel. But as I get older, I realize the value in a busy man and how the quality of time would be more special when you're doing things together.
So when you're finding
So-
first class versus
Yeah.
spirit,
Yeah.
that quality of time is better.
Yeah.
To be fair, it depends if like the broke man is actually actively trying to get somewhere in life.
That's true.
Because there's
Yeah.
there's levels. Like sometimes you're
100%.
just in a different place in life, so it
Yeah.
depends.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
For sure.
Sometimes you build a man up so he can leave you.
So they can leave you?
Right, man.
That sounds like
I
a
know-
personal story.
No, I
Would you
mean,
like-
I know
would you like to
people-
share with the class?
I know people
hasn't
going
happened
through
to
that.
me.
No, I know. I literally know people going through that.
That they
And
built someone and they...
Yes, like the man didn't have shit, but
And she stood right by him.
Stood by him. She built him up, and he got. I don't want to say he got better than her, but he kept going, whereas she kind of stayed complacent because she was fine where she was.
Yeah.
And then he cheated.
Did she get a payday or no payday?
Sometimes they're not
Didn't-
even married, so they
No?
don't even get
Yeah,
payday.
What's common law
It's
in
brand
Illinois?
new right now. They're not there yet.
They're not there yet?
Like it just happened.
Oh,
There was a
shit.
story on social media. She put him through school. He graduated. He got a really good job. He left her. He was like, "You're just not on my level."
That's
Damn.
crazy.
The audacity.
Give me
The
the
audacity.
Give me the 120 back real quick.
Yeah. Another one.
Yeah, another one. Ready? Would you this or that? Family first decisions or me first season?
Oh.
So church Sundays or you want to be on live on Sundays? What do you want to do?
That's not a good example for me. I think in in my heart, I'm always going to think family first. But I would hope my family wants what's best for me. So a me decision would hopefully align with my family. But I am in my me season right now where I'm kind of like, it is what it is. Man, these are hard. I can't actually pick a side. But that's the difference between Fiamma and I. She's very black or white. I'm like, I can have both. A little bit of gray.
This one is hard, though. I
This
think
one's hard.
it would depend on if the me decision is something I can't change or work around to meet the family.
Expectations, dynamic.
Or no, just like whatever we wanted to do as a family. That's the only way I would pick the me decision. Like, say we're planning to do something, but I already had a commitment that I planned months ago and I can't change. That's when I would pick that, because it's like, then I've had this plan. My family tends to do things last minute too, so they probably would see this coming. Yeah. But that's the case scenario where I would have to pick me. If it's because it's like quality time with your family, at least for me, like, it doesn't come around often because everybody's working all the time.
Yeah.
So I will be willing to move whatever I need to move around to have our time together.
See, when I heard this or that, I didn't think about it like, who do you spend time with? I thought about, like, when you're making a big decision, do you think about your family or do you think about yourself?
Decision wise, it's me, because you gotta live with that.
Yeah,
And
you're right.
For me, like, my family, I don't have to worry, like, about their support. I know they're going to back me up.
Right. I think I've always said family first, but I think the more I work on myself, I would be more me. But I don't think truth and heart right now, I'm fully there yet. I think I'm working towards it.
I think it's different for different people. Like, you both don't have your own family. So I think that's another point of looking at it too. Like,
for sure.
Does quality time or does me season mean my family or my extended family?
That's true.
If I had my family, like my own little family,
like
it would
kids,
for sure be
husband.
my family.
Yeah.
So, like, that's
That's
also
true.
another point of it. But
Yeah.
going to the next, this or that. I just lost it. Where'd it go? Here it is. Building generational wealth or breaking generational trauma?
Honestly, I feel like I am already breaking generational trauma because I am aware of the generational trauma.
So you're not having generational wealth? Is that what you're saying?
But I think I have that too. I don't know. I can't pick. I feel like I'm already breaking the generational trauma.
I think you're already being set up to have generational wealth.
Yeah. I think I'm both.
Okay.
There's
For
no
me,
this or that for
I
me.
think for me it will be trauma, because I think for my sister and I is the trauma part, because we know that the next we're not even first generation, we're like the pioneers of our family. So
Pioneer.
for me, it's like, if I have kids one day, then they would have to build the wealth part. I mean, hopefully within my lifetime, I can accomplish that. But I don't want to pass on the generational trauma onto them. I want them to be way better than we were.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, as someone, I feel like I don't have trauma. This is an issue that I always have with Lucy, because I feel like the way that I look at quote unquote trauma is that's what made me the person I am today. So I wouldn't want to kind of change that. And I don't really look at it as trauma. I look at it as life lessons. And then it's a whole thing where, like, you're being inconsiderate. It has to be trauma. The whole thing. And it's like, all right, well,
Man.
It's true. Like, I just don't. I mean, that's a whole other subject. I think if guys do that, it's different stuff. But I agree with both of you sometimes. All right. Would you rather this or that? I'm going to take out the first part of this one. Would you rather this or that wear an outfit that has Adam Sandler vibes or is a matching cute outfit? What would you rather have? But it's uncomfortable. Sorry.
Oh no, I want to be comfortable.
So Adam Sandler, comfortable vibes.
Well, I mean, when I work out now, I'm 100% Adam Sandler.
Are you?
I don't wear cute workout sets. I'm 100% Adam Sandler. Baggy, everything dark, because like when I pop out, it's gonna be like, wow, you really look like that. Like, yeah, girl.
It depends on the occasion. I changed
do.
my mind. It depends on the occasion because sometimes beauty is pain. If I'm going to like an event where I have to absolutely shut it down, I will be uncomfortable to make sure I look good. But if it's like something regular, Adam
Yeah,
Sandler
if it's
all
regular,
day.
Adam Sandler all day. Yeah.
Regular. So if you're going to Target, you're not going to go.
Oh, I look like Adam Sandler at Target. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm
right,
90% Adam Sandler in
Are
my
you?
life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I
Should see her Snapchat.
You should see what like if you see me on social media, like I hardly ever wear makeup. I don't do my hair. My clothes don't match half the time if I'm going to Target. I care less. I'll leave in slides. Like
Yeah.
I don't care.
Well, I mean,
Shit's getting done.
is it?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Adam Sandler and all.
I always just wear jeans and these loafers, so those are my uniforms.
That's your uniform.
That's my uniform. That's my Adam Sandler. All right.
We could do one more.
One more, and this will be.
Make it good.
Oh my God, pressure. Would you rather have boundaries with your family members or keep silent to keep the peace?
Boundaries. Boundaries.
But then you can't keep silent, so you're causing drama.
It's okay. People, I say with my chest, especially with family now.
Yeah.
Like
No.
I say what it is. I have to. If I want to be better, I want us to be better. I want to heal generational trauma. I want wealth. I want that. Like, I need to speak up.
Burning those bridges.
No, I don't think it's burning bridges. I think it's speaking up and setting a boundary. What is boundary? What is a boundary? It's communicating, letting them know what will fly, what will not. If it's your decision to respect it or not, like you have the right to be like, no, all right. And I have, like.
I tried.
Right. But at least, like, you never know. I feel like family could learn from that. Like, maybe they don't like it at first, but they're like, oh, shit, all right.
I don't know what kind of family you got, but mine's set in their ways. Ain't gonna learn shit.
I mean, mine are too, but I do think, like, I guess I've never had to, like, really put up a strong boundary, but I am very vocal about how things make me feel and where I am at in life and what I need in my life and that.
So you're picking boundaries, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're staying silent?
Because that sounds a lot like speaking up, not staying silent.
Wait, hold on.
What?
Boundaries is staying silent?
Well,
I thought boundaries was speaking up.
yeah, boundaries is speaking up.
Yeah,
Staying silent is
boundaries
Oh,
is
you say-
speaking up.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mean versus staying silent?
Yeah.
Yeah, versus staying silent, like letting it happen.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I don't have those problems with my family, to be honest.
Right.
Because they're like boundaries don't exist because they don't have to exist.
Right.
Like nobody walks all over like my
Right.
mom is super respectful of our decisions, so she's never that type of like, she used to be a helicopter mom, she's not anymore. So she's very much like whatever she
Yeah.
doesn't question our decisions.
Right.
She's more like if she needs to get understanding, she'll ask. So we don't need the boundaries with my mother, but we went through about a decade of our life without being silent. So I think that's why all of us are very we speak up because
like someone.
there
Quieted you?
was a particular time in our lives where things were very hard
Okay.
with our
Extended?
with our our lives. We were going through a really tough time when we first came to the United States. So we didn't know, think about it. We didn't know anybody. We didn't have anybody. We didn't have resources. We didn't have people we knew. Everything was new. Everything was foreign, like language, a lot of things. And so it was really, in those case scenarios, fear is really easy to come around and stick around and stuff. So because of our experiences, we being silent is not something that comes natural to us anymore because we've just learned I think we're just not those kind of people anymore.
Yeah, I could see that. I think knowing Fiamma too, I think part of why you're a person that could easily take risks. I say easy because, to me, you do it so effortlessly. Maybe it's not on the inside,
It's not
right?
effort.
But what you portray, what you show people, it seems like you're fearless.
I think I'm
almost.
one of those people that carry the burden well, so I make it look easy,
Yes.
but it's nothing like that because
Yes.
every time I had to take a risk, I've had to push my way through it with everybody. Like a lot of the times it's been like people nodding like, what the F are you doing?
True.
Sometimes like even my mother being like, no, like this don't, like I don't think that this is smart, and I still went ahead and I did it. And obviously you learn from everything, but yeah, I've pushed my way through everything basically.
Okay, yeah. So that kind of goes like ish with what I was saying, because I feel like maybe your mom did say no, you shouldn't do it, but at the end of the day, she was
let
like,
me.
you did it. She did it, right?
Yeah, she was
So-
like, do it.
yeah, and I think as an outsider,
Yeah.
you see that. You don't see the conversations of
Yeah.
what that looks like with your mom.
Yeah.
So like as your friend and somebody seeing it growing up around you, it's like, yeah, your mom in everybody's eyes was kind of like, do it, girl, do it. You could do it, but we don't see what happens
Yeah.
on the inside. Versus my mom is like, are you sure you want to do that? Why do you want to do that? I could give you 30 reasons why you shouldn't do that. I don't know,
Yeah.
Tati. You know, like very like quick to like, is this the right decision? I don't know, to overthink and then freak me out.
Yeah.
And more so, again, she has the best interest for me, but it's almost like you need to calm down a little bit and let
Yeah.
me decide something before you start putting ideas in my head.
That's like a mom thing too, though, because
Yeah.
they're always like, is the caution? Because
Yeah.
my mom, same thing with my mom, and then my mom only like, do it because you're gonna come back, and you're gonna know I was right.
Oh.
And it's true. Now
Yeah.
I've learned to really like, I appreciate when people give me advice, because through my own experience, I realized actually, no, you don't have to go through it. You can just listen and take people's like wisdom, and you don't have to go through everything and like experience it for yourself to learn. I'm like, oh my God, I wish I was like this when I was a teenager. But yeah.
That's crazy because I feel like we're so opposite now. Because like now I'm like,
I've had a lot
Cautious.
of
You
life
know-
has slapped me in the face a lot of times.
well, no, I think I've always listened to what people tell me. And now I'm like, nah, keep your comments to yourself. Like,
Yeah.
I got this. Whereas, where I think we kind of
Yeah.
switched.
Yeah, maybe because you've been confined and now you don't want to be. And then for me, I've never liked being, since I can remember, I'd never liked being confined or controlled. Or I feel claustrophobic when somebody has too much.
Yeah. Where for me, I was like, okay, it's protection. You're looking out for me. You
Yeah.
know? And now I'm like, I don't think you're not looking out for me. I recognize
Yeah.
your intentions are good. I recognize that. But now it's time.
It's growth in different ways.
100, period. Pew. Okay. So we're going to close out with a trickier trifling. And then Marco
Oh,
will.
shit.
Then Marco will close it with his chest. We had a few, but Fiamma's is really funny. So I want Fiamma to tell us the tricky or trifling scenario. Since we're talking about feeling our best, looking our best, doing what makes us feel good, give us a tricky or trifling scenario.
In the world of social media, where we only see one-sided stories, especially women, where it's really easy to compare our bodies and, other people's journeys may not be known fully. It's a trickier trifling for, do we want to say women? We want to make it
Yeah, we
women
can make
specific.
it about women. Yeah.
For women that have had surgeries on their bodies, like a BBL, to be,
Liposuction and all that.
yes, to be fitness advocates, selling fitness plans and
Hell
other
yeah.
things.
America.
Is that
It's
tricky
a
or
tricky,
trifling?
yes, tricky or trifling.
I mean, I could be devil's advocate
Wow, you got a
and
BBL?
say why it's. You would know if I had a BBL, I'd pop out in the fucking booty shorts, like, please. But I'm gonna go devil's advocate with saying tricky.
Okay.
I believe it's trifling, but I'm gonna go devil's advocate with tricky right now because, like, I believe you could get a BBL, you could get all that, but you have to maintain it. And you have to do what's right, what you put in your body. You have to be mindful. You have to have discipline that it's not going to stay like that if you don't do anything about it. You have to have discipline. So I think if this person is, one, transparent that they got the work done,
Yeah.
If they're transparent about that, and then they're talking about what they use to maintain it,
Yeah.
I think it's fair to follow because they're transparent and they're providing the steps and ways and a guide to maintain it. Right? Or even stay healthy if you didn't get surgery. I think you put in the work, discipline is there. It's fair to follow. I think it's trifling because it's like, my body's different than yours. But again, that's anybody, really. But it's like, I would much rather get fitness advice or anything to do with wellness and that from a person
who's put in the work.
Who's put in the work from day one with losing the weight, the fighting the urge to eat certain things, and like has gone through the daily emotional, mental, psychological, physical turmoil of transforming their life and maintaining it.
Yeah. The thing about a fit body is like, I think the appeal too is that it speaks for itself when you show up and you are fit. And when I mean fit, I mean like physically fit. Like you are just, you look the part and everything. So I think, I'm going to stick with, even though I agree with you, I'm going to stick with Trifling because I think it depends on like how you're selling the content and what content you're selling. Yeah. Transparency, I think it's a big part, but also like if you're like, this is how my butt got this big, or this is how my butt gets this big, and I see you hip thrusting like 90 pounds, I'm going to be like, girl, please. And granted, some people, will say that the weight is not everything, which I can agree because it's more about form versus weight. But I think most of what we see now is trifling because they're not honest.
Right.
Yeah. So they're mostly trifling.
Because how do you get like thick? It's if going up in weight. It's
and if they don't have the fitness
heavy
background either, because sometimes it's like you got to be careful when you give out fitness advice if you don't have the stuff to back it up.
For sure.
The knowledge.
Yeah.
So,
and also like, I like an underdog story, or not even an underdog story, but like I want to know realistically how long did it take you to get to your goal or to get to where you're at. Now you're just working on maintaining. Yeah. Versus like losing, gaining muscle. Like there's so much that goes into it.
It's all about respect.
Yeah.
For me, it's like I respect the especially the natural ones.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Because that is, people don't realize how hard it is to build muscle, stay fit, just be natural. It's like very hard.
And how long it takes.
Yes, it's a commitment. It's like discipline, it's commitments, motivation.
Like let's be real. Like it's legit 3 years.
Or more.
Yeah.
It depends on like how much.
Right.
Yes. So my hat's off to all the people that do it naturally, that do it the right way. Yeah. Yeah.
And again, do what like our good old Paulina says. Like, do what's right for you.
Yeah, make your money, girl.
What's good for your family. Like, get that check, get the booty pic, squat on camera, do what you gotta do. Yeah. But like, personally, me, like and also like, when you could see yourself in other people and you find something that's relatable, you're more than likely to gravitate and want to support too. Yeah. But I'll still watch the videos of the BBL girls.
I don't mind the BBL.
No, I don't mind it.
I kind of want
at all.
one after I have kids, but I won't be telling people that
mommy.
My
you
ass
wouldn't
got
tell
fat.
people?
No, I wouldn't be telling my people my ass got fat.
I'm like, you would get a BBL and not say anything?
Keep on the DL.
Maybe. Who knows?
He's going to see her pop out.
But I wouldn't be selling content.
Yeah.
Like
I
that.
think it's different.
Yeah. Yeah. If I'm selling content and somebody's like, how'd you get your waist to, your waist ratio and your whatever, I wouldn't be like, oh, it's because,
I only eat spinach.
Yeah.
You got to give the sizes like
and
Kylie.
Hip thrust.
450 cc's, man.
The fact that you remember that is
That's all I remember,
impressive.
450 cc's.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Is it 450? I don't even know if it's 450.
I don't know. It sounds about right, though.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, Marco.
Yes.
Close us with your chest, my friend.
Opinions, because we're talking a lot about people and their opinions about each other and you and everything else. Our opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one, and you don't really listen. So keep your opinions to yourself. You do you.
Nowadays, we like booty.
Yeah. I don't know where that came from, but okay, all right. I don't know.
Not me, but
I just heard that you like booty, so I don't know. If you like eating ass, Fati.
The amount of things I see on social media about booty, I don't know if it's my algorithm.
It sounds like it's a you problem. my
Yeah,
friend.
we should probably talk. Like,
send
what
it
does
to
your
me.
algorithm really say about you?
People send it to me. I send it to other people. So I just hilarious. But yeah, it's like more people are very outspoken about what
Eating
they.
ass.
That's totally random, but somebody said if a person's blind, how do they know how many times to wipe?
I don't know how we got to ass and eating ass and wiping, but
Hey, do what makes you feel good, okay? Live your best life.
rusty trombones out here.
Yeah. But don't forget to follow us on all socials. You can follow me at Talk with Tati. Where can they follow you, Fee?
At Fiamma.
Yes, and we'll put the the handle below.
With a little piece of dog poo poo. So
With a little booty emoji.
No,
the
the
peach-
peach.
the peach emoji.
Yeah. Here, insert peach. Ding. And don't forget to follow us at Never Too Shy Pod.
Hey.
See you on the next one.
Comment, like, subscribe.
Yeah, tell them, girl. Fiamma knows. Love you. Thank you for coming, Fee.
Bye.